Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tuesdays at 2-ish. We're going to be sewing with the local pros that you already know today. As usual, every Tuesday we do something live. And today we're going to be with Barbara and Linda, who you've hopefully gotten to. I'll turn around so they can see you. Sorry, Linda. She was waving. There it is.
Hi, guys.
Hi, ladies. We'll wait just a minute, let people join in. And I'll, as usual, give you a quick little tour in case you haven't come into the new store yet. I am at the local, I'm at the Westport Road store here. It's 10494 Westport Road. It is the new location. If you've been here to see us, then you'll know it's a massive upgrade from our last location. And every day we get new stuff in. We actually just unboxed the nice new Bernina Q16 sit-down machine, which is awesome. Hi, Norma. We've got all our machines set up over here. As you can see, balloons are everywhere because we are still doing our grand opening sale. So come in and see us, you guys. Our fabric is growing, which is nice. I'll try to do a little bit of a quick tour. And those of you that watch every week, bear with me as I do a tour every single week because a lot of people haven't been in yet. So, and we understand because COVID and everything else. So we're not going anywhere. So we're here waiting for you whenever you're comfortable to come out and see us. And I did just get this new line. Look at this gorgeous stuff. So we've got new stuff coming in all the time. Hi, Janice. All right. Well, I'm going to stop talking for a moment. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pass the floor to Linda, I think, who's going to start with us today.
Hello, everybody.
There we go.
Nice to see you today. I'm going to show you how to use the fabulous Spanish hem stitch foot number 47.
Let me zoom in on
that is
that.
available to use on any Bernina, a 5.5 millimeter or a 9 millimeter stitch plate.
Awesome. And we do have those in stock, I believe, here at the store.
Yes, there. Also, this particular foot, though a little bit different setup, is available for Husqvarna Viking, which will be available soon. And
Yeah, we're getting them in
Yeah.
sooner than later.
Yeah.
It is the new year.
But this was just a lot of fun. It's something I'd been wanting to try, and I'd seen this project on We All Sew. If you're not familiar with weallsew.com, it's Bernina's website, and it has all kinds of fabulous projects.
Oh, cool.
They teach you how to use the feet, how to use some quilting projects, some sew-alongs. So
Nice.
it's something to check out.
What is that called?
We All Sew, WeallSew.com.
Nice.
It is. It's excellent. So that's where I got the project from. It's called the
Fantastic.
Spanish hem
So
stitch
yeah,
pillowcase.
hopefully you guys could see that, the Spanish hem stitch. It's the number 47 foot. And today you're sewing on the 790,
I am
right?
sewing on the 790.
Let me get in here without burning myself
Yeah, really.
so you guys can see this awesome machine.
It's more than awesome.
That's a big bad mamma jamma is what that
Uh-huh.
is. And
So I got one of my pillowcases made, and you can make this out of anything. This fabric came from the Clarksville store. I picked it up before Christmas. It was actually in the Christmas fabrics.
yeah.
And then I just used some
pretty that
isocord
is.
thread to do the bridging, which I'll show you in just a minute.
Nice.
But you could use anything. You could use linen. I mean, it would be. And it is really quick. It's a little intimidating at first to figure out how the Spanish hem stitch attachment works. But once you figure it out, it is easy peasy.
Yeah, I have not actually seen it. So if I was to get this box, to be honest with you, I think I would be a little intimidated.
Well, that's why you go to We All Sew, and it shows you exactly
That's
how to
right.
set it up.
Technically, that's why I go, hey, Linda,
Yeah.
can you show me how to do this?
But anyway, it comes with the gadget's already attached. Can you?
Should I come
put it
around to
in
that
there?
side or from this side? What do you think?
You probably can do it from that side.
I think we can see it.
Let's see.
Hi, Liz.
Okay,
Hi,
so
Juanita.
there's a little piece right here. Can you see that? That it has a screw in it. And then there's a little guide that comes in 4 different sizes. 2 for 5.5 millimeter needle plates and 2 for 9 millimeter needle plates. And one's a little bit larger than the other ones for lighter weight fabrics, one's for heavier fabrics.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you how simple this is to make this pillowcase. So,
You think I should be on that side with you?
in a minute.
In a minute? Okay.
Okay, so you start out, your main fabric is 26 inches by 42, but I use the full width, okay? And your cuff is 10 inches by 42 inches. Now with the cuff, and you want them to be the same size approximately, there's a little bit of shifting with the two fabrics from side to side.
Right.
So you want it longer than you want it finished because you're going to have to cut some off.
Got it.
But you take your 10-inch piece, fold it in half lengthwise like a hot dog, and then sew it with a 1/4-inch seam and turn it. So that's all this is. It's just a very simple little tube. Okay?
Got it.
Then another thing that they suggest is to use some kind of spray starch. I'm using Flatter.
Flatter.
I think it came.
Yeah, we have some spray starch. I
Yeah,
guess that's what it's
yeah.
called. Yeah.
But they said make sure your edge is very well starched. Okay, so this is the edge of my cuff. This is actually the sewn edge.
So it makes it.
Seam edge.
So it just makes it real like crisp.
Yeah, crisp, so
okay.
that when it's stitching back and forth, it doesn't curl up.
Okay.
Okay, and then for the pillowcase itself, it actually said to turn it back 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch, and I misread it and did it 1 inch and 1 inch, but I think it looks fine.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
And then you want to actually starch that too. And then the other thing that they suggested, which worked really well, was to mark, let's see, make sure I'm doing the same two ends with this end. Kind of put them together, and I'm not going to sew the whole thing because it takes about 10 minutes to sew the whole thing, but put them together, and then either with a marker, which I forgot to bring, or with pens, mark it. So they're opposite each other so that you can see where you are. So if one side starts feeding faster than the other, then you can kind of give it a little tug and make them even up. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Huh? Well, that would probably work great, but
She's using the pens. Yeah.
I'll just do a couple more of these because you've always got pens handy. But yes, a chalk marker would be good that really shows up. I didn't have anything at home that really showed up well. Okay, so now Joshua, you might want to come over.
Come around there. All right. Let me do it without tripping on these cords.
Yep. Be careful.
All right. That's right. This is a nice
All
view
right.
of our
Can you
boutiques
get it
over there,
close
everyone.
so
Look
they
at
can
that.
See
Yeah.
the attachment there, and I'm using my number 20C foot, so it says to use a 20C or a 20D. I'm using stitch number 702, which is a hem stitch, and I've set it on a width of 9, which fills up the whole width of the foot, and then a length of 5. So I've made it a little bit bigger than it comes out.
Got it.
When you
You
select
guys can
it.
see that. One thing I will say about these Berninas is I love the ease of making things wider, longer.
Absolutely.
It's so convenient.
Absolutely.
And by the way, hi Teresa. This is the Westport Road location. I will try to post that in the comments for you, but it's 10494 Westport Road, and we're in Louisville.
Okay. And then you just start sewing. And it really feeds itself. You really have to do very little. I'm just watching to make sure that my pins are staying pretty well lined up.
Oh, that's so cool. So that foot literally gives you the correct distance in between the two
Absolutely.
pieces.
And the foot in the little booklet gives you several suggestions for stitches you can use. I just happened to choose
Oh,
this
in
one.
this here, you mean?
Yes, in the little booklet that comes with the foot.
This kit has a booklet with it.
And I'm not going to sew the whole thing because it'll take me a while, but see right now my two pins are lining up.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to pull those out.
nice. Hey Norma, the throat space on this 790 is
About 9.
is it 9? I was going to say 9 or 9.5.
Yeah, something like that. It's a very nice, and it's got a nice height to it too.
Yeah, let me get down so you can see this. This is the 790 Bernina, Norma, and we think it's about a 9 or 9.5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Hopefully you heard that
Great
okay.
lighting, that runway lighting that's so
Yeah, the
fabulous.
LED lighting is possibly the greatest thing they've ever improved on sewing machines.
Especially for us sewers who are of a certain age.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not you, Joshua.
Not you either.
Alrighty.
That's so nice.
So that is it, ladies
Look how
and
easy
gentlemen.
that is.
And see how pretty that's coming out on the other side. Now,
Yeah,
I
let me
kinda
walk
wish I had
around.
used a white.
So it was visible?
No, yes, it would be a little more, but it's kind of subtle and kind of pretty. So quick.
It is pretty. So
Yeah.
that's a decorative stitch that if the thread shows, it'd be nice as well. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then you could monogram the pillows too if you have a machine that does
There
machine
it is.
embroidery.
That's awesome.
But a very quick, very lovely gift. We have
For those that
excellent
just
fabrics.
that just joined, will you hold that up to show the
will,
final
I will.
pillowcase? And that way you guys can see if you had
Okay,
continued.
here is pillowcase number 1. And then hopefully we'll get pillowcase number 2 done. So then when you finish, you just fold it in half, stitch the side, and then stitch across the top. I did a French seam because I didn't want to pull my serger out. Really wanting the fabulous L890 overlocker, and I didn't have it at home with me. So, but you could use your L890 overlocker, or you could do a French seam if you
There you
want
go.
to, or just a regular seam and overcast with one of your overcast stitches.
And again, there's that stitch with that awesome Spanish hem stitch. Let me show you this foot one more time. It's the 47 foot. And this is the book that she was talking about with.
Yeah.
That's loaded with
Ideas.
information and ideas. Yeah.
And it's very simple to use. It's intimidating when you first look at it, but if you just do it, it's simple.
Well, it's nice to see it.
it actually-
What the purpose of it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I hope you'll come in and take a look at it.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda.
You are so welcome.
That's awesome. Speaking of which, and Barbara, I will get right to you. Let me flip this camera around. I'm going to run over and show you guys that 890 that she was just talking about. And we just got, because we have the space, which, by the way, Norma, if you haven't been to this store, it doesn't sound like you have been, you can tell we have the fabric section. Oh, let me make sure you can see that with the camera. We've got more coming, but we also are getting into cabinets. Pretty serious. We have a few in here, and we carry horn, koala, arrow, kangaroo, and Bernina. This is the 890, by the way. And I know there's a glare, but look at that serger, or that overlocker, excuse me. And then here's the sister here, the 850, which is awesome as well. But Bernina has released 2 new cabinets that we have in stock, and one that we call them a sewing station. One is going to be for any 5 series Bernina or 7 series Bernina, and then they actually made one specifically for those sergers, and they're phenomenal. And the price is, I won't say it out loud, it's dirt cheap. So come in and talk to us about that if you're interested. Hi, Connie. Hi, Harriet. Yeah, we love the new Westport Road store too. Can't wait to have you in here again. All right, Barbara, you ready to rock?
I am.
Let me flip it around. This is Barbara Gordon, for those of you just joining who don't already know her.
Hello guys, so glad you're here with us today, and we hope that this will be an inspiration for you to get sewing more.
That's right.
Today I am using the BQ 2450, which is a brother
Let me
machine.
step around here.
And one of the features about this machine that I just absolutely love is the threading feature. And so you thread your machine just like you normally do, but when you get down to here, then you're going to take your thread and go over this piece here, you're going to come around and cut it. Then you're going to come over here to the side, and you see this little needle with an arrow through it. Then when I hit that, I want you to watch how it threads. I'm going to put the foot down.
All right.
so
I
you
can't move that fast, so I'll let you hit it and I'll come down here.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that button, and I want you to watch this. And voila, it's threaded.
That is the true epitome of a automatic threader.
Absolutely.
You hear people say it's an automatic threader, and I go, is it? That is, and yeah,
This is,
that
I can
and this
tell
is
you.
part of the Quilt Club series, the Brother BQ 2450.
Right.
Which is awesome
It
machine.
comes with a bundle of feet, which includes the stitching the ditch.
And look at the size of this extension table.
Yeah, this is great. Love it. So, what I'm going to show you how to make today is the 10-minute runner.
10-minute runner.
10 minute. Now, I think whoever named this was lying just a bit because it takes more than 10 minutes to make it, but it is pretty darn quick though.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. So, and I'm using the Northcut line of fabrics today, and here are a few of them in the front of both of our tables.
Yeah, we just got this line in. Check these out, guys.
It is just beautiful. I mean, it looks like beautiful watercolors and just a beautiful line.
Yeah, and I'll just come over here real quick so you guys can see. We got the full collection. Yeah, I was really excited to get that stuff in.
Oh.
I knew you would be right, right over there taking it.
And is that why you were checking how much was left on
How much
the box?
yardage?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a little light. Where's Barbara?
Oh, man. To make this table runner, what you need is a width of fabric, 18 inches long, which is a half a yard. And you also need a coordinating piece of fabric, which is 9 inches, which is a quarter of a yard width of fabric. And you can either put a batting behind it, or a stabilizer behind it, or interfacing if you want to, but you don't have to. You can just make it without any kind of stabilizer you want to. I kind of like a little stabilizer behind it, so
Yours felt a little thick.
well, that's because I like mine with a stabilizer behind it. So
Oh, okay.
I used the Polymesh Fusible.
Yeah, and you can see the layer of it there on it.
The OESD.
Yeah,
OESD.
yeah.
OESD? Yeah,
Yeah, and we carry that here in the store.
we do.
And that's one of my favorite embroidery stabilizers as well.
Yeah, OESD makes an awesome line of literally everything.
They do.
Their whole Notions line, their embroidery scissors are killer. Their endpoint turner, which we talk about literally every Tuesday.
Yeah, we use that one just about every Tuesday without fail.
Yeah.
And I just happen to have one right here.
Oh, go figure.
Because you need it to turn the points on this when we get to that point.
When we get to that point,
Yeah, when we get
pun intended, huh?
Yeah, and see it's got a big and a small end on it, so you can use it for different applications. But I love this turner.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Me too, but I used the wrong end yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I was poking out the corner of my pillowcase. I
Oh.
used the small and I should have used the big.
Oh.
Now I know.
Yeah, well,
Learn from your mistakes, right?
yeah. Okay, so you cut your fabrics, and so if you're wondering how in the world I got this point, I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. The first thing we're going to do, we take the small piece and we're going to attach it to the big piece. So I'm going to sew this on, and I'm going to move this
Move it for you.
runner just a bit.
And you're doing it face to face. Is that how you say that,
Right
right?
sides together.
Right sides together.
Yeah, put the pretty sides together.
The purty sides face in. All right.
Right.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Connie. Hi, Shan.
So I'm going to do about a 1/4 inch.
Let me just walk over here. Try not to trip on stuff here.
Let me get this straightened out here. So another thing, when you're sewing a straight line, once you get it started, you can take it and just pull it taut, and you can just buzz right on through that. Except it's not moving. There we go. And it'll stay straight and just go right on down your line.
You don't have to sew that fast, everyone. Like I would not be. This is it's just how Barbara rolls.
Well, what can I say? I can't help it. I've been sewing basically all my life. as well since I was 16 years old.
What? That's not that long ago, right?
No, just a few years ago.
That's right. So this Insulbright, is this another option they could use instead of the
That
fabric, or instead of the stabilizer?
Well, if you use Insulbright, you can use it as a hot pad and put the runner under like hot dishes when you're doing like a buffet or
Got it.
or whatever. And,
Right. Like, well, we made that the bowl.
yeah.
The real question is, does she give lessons? Funny thing you ask, Kelly. Absolutely she does. In fact, I'll talk about that here in just a moment.
Okay, so you sew this piece, then you want to press it, and you want to press this out so that it's nice and flat. Pressing is very important when you're sewing. Oh, I just pulled it loose. Tugged on it too much.
You don't know your own strength.
I'll tell you.
Well, I tell you what, so while you finish that up, I will, since Kelly asked. Perfect timing. So Kelly, yes, Barbara absolutely does classes. Linda also is going to do some classes for us, and those classes will be on our website hopefully tomorrow. We've got a handful of classes that we're putting up there. Beginning sewing, beginning quilting, embroidery club, remind me which one? Heirloom blocks, that's right. We've got a scan and cut 101. We've got a ton of stuff that we're going to be doing, but also she'll do one-on-one classes. So in other words, if there's something in particular that you want to learn that we don't have on the calendar, just call us and we'll set it up for you. So easy peasy.
Okay. So once you get this first one put on, and you press it. Now I'm not going to take the time to press today, but I'll go back and press it. So you take this piece, this little piece, and you're going to also put right sides together on the other side. So you're sewing it. Of course, this piece is bigger, and this piece is smaller, so that's the way you want it. So we're going to put these together, and we're going to sew down the other side.
Okay, I get it. I just got it.
Well, I was trying, the light bulb went off.
Light bulb went off. Like, what is she doing?
Well, I also was trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I see now.
Hi, Linda. Kelly, the prices will be on the website for the group classes. Hold on, so, real quick. So, Barbara, you're just going to sew down the other side. Is that correct?
Sew down the other side, so you can go ahead and
All right, I'm gonna-
while I do that.
I'm going to steal the spotlight for a minute. So, our regular group classes will be offered on our website, and absolutely the prices will be there. If you are not comfortable with doing a group class, that's perfectly fine. We will basically create a class for you. We can do virtual or we can do one-on-one. We could even do smaller groups, however it's convenient for you. And as far as the pricing, you can just call us, and depending on what you want to learn, we can set up something for you. So we're very easy, and we're trying to be accommodating, especially during the pandemic. Even our group classes, by the way, everyone will be social distanced. We all wear masks. We're not wearing them right now. It's just so that you can hear us as we're doing this live event. But we are very careful, and we respect everyone's different level of comfort. So hopefully that answers your questions. And of course, my name is Joshua. If you didn't get that, call me and ask me if you have any other questions. Hi, Connie. All right, so you're just sewing down the other side here.
The other side. I'm just about to get very
And again, in case you're just joining, Barbara is making this, hold on, let me see if I can hold it. What is it?
10-minute table runner.
10-minute table runner that she says does not take 10 minutes. Right. Takes longer than 10. It's the 10, just like our show, 10-minute-ish
More or less.
table runner.
Okay, so now you have this tube with both of these fabrics sewn together. So when you get these sewn together and you've pressed them out, then you want to take it, stick your hand all the way through it, and grab the bottom end and turn it.
Turn it inside out. You're welcome, Kelly. Norma, we sell Brother, Janome, Bernina, Burnett, and Elna currently. We have the full line of each of those.
Okay.
And by the way, we're getting Husqvarna and Viking. Sorry, that's new to us, so that's coming soon.
Right. So now you stretch them out so that you have equal sides on each side of the little piece of the big piece. So you have a solid back, and then you have the little piece in the middle between the two ends.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to take it to your iron,
Oh, careful.
press it.
Hold on. Let me
get it, I got it.
this out of your way here.
Okay, so we want to stretch this out, pull this out so it stays even all the way down, and press it.
Yeah, because you want that nice point.
Right.
Oh, this is like wrapping a present, this part. I got this.
Isn't it cool? That is a really neat technique.
Yeah, and I tell you, I'm really happy that you use this brand new line because
Oh, I
this
love it.
stuff is awesome.
It is gorgeous. I tell you, I was drooling when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to press it all the way down. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take them and you're going to fold it in half. Now, this is not even up here, so I'm going to cut that little bit off of the top. See if I can get back over here to the cutting table without killing myself here.
Please don't
All
do
the
that.
wires around.
Yeah, our impromptu setup sewing station. But hey, it works.
So,
And your shirt with the fabric, let me just say,
I just kind of blend
it just blends right in.
Yeah. Well, I've always been told I was a colorful individual. No comment from the peanut gallery.
No, nor did I.
So we're going to take it and trim it off.
You're just making it straight or even?
Right.
Right.
Just evening it up and making it straight.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is sew across the top of it. We're going to fold it together like this.
Okay.
All right. Take just a second to do that. As soon as I get the pedal back under the thing where I got it caught in my leg and dragged it across the room.
This is really interesting how it comes together.
Yeah, it's nice.
So,
Hi, Kathy. Well, you can go back and watch that, but this is the, Barbara, what is this?
10-minute table runner.
No, the Northcott line.
Yeah.
Give me just a sec. I'll give you the actual name of the collection. But it's Northcott's, one of their new collections that, and while she's sewing that, I'll go back over here real fast. And, oh, it is Bliss. That's exactly what it is. Fitting name, too. It's very blissful. So, yeah, this is the Northcott Bliss collection. That is just absolutely awesome. And since you just got on, Kathy, we're making the 10-minute table runner.
So I've sewn across the top of it, and I'm just going to trim the edges to get rid of some of this fabric. And now I'm going to turn it. So I'm going to turn this point so it'll be out this way.
Oh, it's not like wrapping a present.
Not exactly.
Oh, that's
so then
cool.
we take our little OESD point turner and poke out the point. And then,
Voila.
voila, you have the runner. And it's, now, this is kind of loose right here, so we want to top stitch the thing. So if you'll give me the other one, I haven't top stitched it, just so I can show you on the
Well, also, if you press it, it makes a
Lays flat.
difference. It lays flat. See, because you didn't top stitch this one, right?
no, not yet, I haven't.
Oh, but you're going
I'm
to.
going to.
Oh, okay.
Now, one thing that I use when I do top stitching is I use the edge joining foot. Now, if you don't have an edge joining foot on your machine, and it comes on all brands, you need to get one, because there are so many uses you can do with that foot. And let me get mine out just one second.
I had a conversation with someone literally today. Barbara is the spokeswoman for the edge joining foot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, you are as well?
If somebody buys a new machine from me, I sell them an edge joining foot and an open toe foot. Those are the first two.
There it is.
Start with, which I used open toe today. So.
Yeah. Kathy, it is gorgeous, and we're actually at the Westport Road store. So to answer your question, yes, we do have fabric here. And I'll give you one more little tour at the end of the presentation here.
Another foot that I really love, if you've ever done piping with a zipper foot, if you get the piping foot that has the grooves on the bottom of it and use that to make your piping, you will never ever use a zipper foot again.
Piping
That is
foot.
just a fabulous foot, and I just love it.
Awesome. Hi, Pat. Hello again, Barbara. Different Barbara. Barbara Brooks is on.
Oh, hey, Barbara. Okay, here's your edge.
Oh, there we
joining
go.
foot. Now
Oops.
the edge joining foot.
See if the cameraman can get this right.
Yeah, let's see
Okay.
if you can figure it out.
All right.
It's got a flange in the middle of it, and you put your fabric against that flange. And I'm going to do that on this one. Now, I put another couple of other pieces up there because spring is coming, and wouldn't these just be adorable out on your patio and on your picnic table with these spring colors? They're just so pretty.
Yeah, I love this. Isn't this the Tropical Breeze line?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is. It's the Tropical
It
Breeze
is
line.
so pretty. I just
This
love it.
they have this whole line, different colors with the flamingos. That's got flip flops and palm trees. It's cool.
It is very,
And we have that actually at our Clarksville location. Of course, if you live in Louisville and you want some of that Tropical Breeze, just let us know. We can get some over here for you. But I do recommend you go see our Clarksville store because even though it's the same company, it's got different things.
That's right. It's got different lane. Okay. Now, also, you can take these
Kelly, that's funny.
and make them smaller. You can just cut the fabric shorter, and you
Oh,
can
right.
even take them and make table mats.
Placemats.
Placemats for your table,
Look at that.
which is great. Okay, so on this edge joining foot, you want to pull that out a little
Pull
bit.
it out here.
Josh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to use the edge joining foot to do this. Now, you lower it down, you put your fabric against that
I
flange,
think they can see if I'm here.
and just remember, you always look at the flange when you're sewing and not your needle. So, we're going to move the needle over to the edge. You see the needle moving over. So I don't want it real far away from the edge, so I put it right next to the edge of the fabric. So we're going to straight stitch on this. Now, if I wanted to, I could use, if I want to do a really cool top stitch, I could use on this foot. It's got a top stitch on it, and it makes like 3 layers of top stitching. And it makes it thicker, which is a lot of times, especially when you're doing blue jeans and you need to hem them. There's a new way of hemming them. We'll be teaching in our sewing class, and it's you don't even have to re-top stitch them. But if you do cut them
Nice.
off and hem them up and want to top stitch them, then this particular top stitch, you can see the orange thread because it's hard to find that really pretty orange thread that people like. So you're going to let that.
Yeah, this foot is awesome. It just guides. It guides the fabric essentially, right?
Right. You just make sure you keep it straight is all.
Makes it easier to see. Yeah.
Right. And so when you get to the edge, you're going to lift your foot and pivot. Now this machine also has a leg lifter that lifts up the foot for you.
Yeah, the knee lifter.
Right, so you don't have to take the time to stitch it. Now, if you look real close there, Josh, you can see how thick that stitch is.
Yeah.
And it's a great stitch, I love it. So we're going to pivot and continue top stitching around the edge of the...
Kathy, I'll answer your question just one sec.
Josh, I know I'm sewing fast. I'm sorry.
I would expect nothing less. So while you're doing that, Kathy asked if we have Kaffe. So at the Clarksville store, we have the most recent collection of Kaffe Fassett. For those of you that aren't familiar, his stuff is awesome. And Tula Pink's most recent, no, excuse me, let me rephrase that. Tula Pink we have at the Clarksville store, and I can get it over here for the folks that don't want to travel to the Clarksville store. But we do have Tula Pink's new stuff on order and should be here any day. It's actually taking too long, but that's all right. So it's coming, and Kaffe's new line will be here as well at the Westport store. It's not here yet, though, Kathy. We do have the most recent collection, though, that he put out last year, but it's only been a couple of months, really, at the Clarksville store.
Okay. Now, I would go all the way around this thing to top stitch it. However,
So you're
For this
in other words, she
demonstration-
would go all the way around the triangle.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the triangle, and then I would do the rest of the table runner.
Oh, okay.
So just so it lie flat, and using that triple stitch is fabulous.
Focus. There we go. Yeah, it is thick.
It shows up a lot better, and that'll be also something we'll be talking about in the sewing class.
Awesome.
It's a beginning sewing class, but it's got a few advanced type techniques in it.
Yeah, and that'll be called, I think it's just Sewing 101, I believe is the name of that class, which should be, again, on the website tomorrow, hopefully. And the website, by the way, is sewvacauthority.com.
And it goes a little bit slower simply because it's making 3 stitches on top of that.
Right.
But it's worth it to take the time to do it just because it looks so good. And people wonder, wow, she spent hours doing that.
Well, also, isn't it functional? It makes it more durable, right? Isn't that part of the purpose?
Right, you don't want it rubbing off or wearing out, and especially if you're putting hot stuff on it. And another thing you want to do is you want to use cotton fabric and cotton thread. And the reason you do that, if you put something hot on it, if you've got polyester, it can melt it.
It won't melt. That's right. We learned that last time.
That's right.
Polyester and heat don't always...
That's right.
And this Insulbright is what you would use if you wanted to turn this into something where you're holding...
Right. If you were
Heat.
going to use it for a family dinner and you had all of your things on your bar or on your hutch, then you would want to use the Insulbright inside of the table runner.
Right.
Now I like the fusible stuff too because it just really keeps it together while you're sewing it. So,
Yeah.
but
Anything sticky, I'm a fan of, except for the spray.
yeah.
When we're talking about stabilizer, I like the Stable Stick.
Well, a lot of people use the 505 spray, which is the best spray to use when you're doing embroidery to float your fabric on top of your hoop.
Right.
And in using that, it gets the hoop kind of gunked up sometimes.
Right.
And there's a couple things you can use to clean your hoop, and one of them is Goo Gone, and the other is electric shave, men's electric shave.
It works the best if
Yeah.
you smell like your father. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right.
Interesting.
Yeah, electric shave, it is Lectric, not electric.
All right. So we sell everything we've talked about today except for that.
Yeah, well, you probably find that at your local grocery store.
Right.
Walgreens.
Yeah, somewhere like that. But that
All right.
electric shave works great.
It works.
Okay.
To
Fantastic.
take the hoop off your hoop. And next
So
week,
after you do the, sorry to interrupt you, after you do the top stitch, it's finished, right?
that's right.
That's it. And then you've got this awesome 10-minute table runner. Killer.
It's pretty, you know.
It is pretty. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You were saying next week, maybe?
Next week, I was going to do something on the scanning cut for those who are interested in the scanning cut.
Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about, we also have a scan and cut class coming soon. I don't know the dates off the top of my head. I'm not prepared. Shame on me. But that'll also be on our calendar. Well, thank you so much. Barbara, Linda, as always.
see us.
Bev-wise, such pretty fabrics you've used. I agree. Yeah, come see us. So again, I'll steal it away from you guys. Thank you again. We're here every Tuesday at 2-ish. With the exception of a couple Tuesdays, which I'm going to tell you in just 1 second, we have special events that take this place. But we try to come here every week, and it's really exciting and nice of these ladies to let us take this time to basically just steal them away from whatever else they're doing. So we thank you.
Good to see everybody.
Sorry, they were trying to say goodbye. How rude of me.
I know. Come see us, guys. We love sewing,
Yeah.
quilting.
See you for classes.
Does it? Yeah, I think it shows.
Yeah.
So this, let's see, following Tuesday, what I was talking about is on the 19th, we have another one of the virtual events that is going to, it's called Janome Quilting Made Easy, I believe, and it's with Donna McCauley. So if you joined us last time, it's a free event. It's awesome. We use Westerly Design. I walked too far, sorry. Make sure you can see this so there's not a glare. Westerly Design and Sew Steady, along with, of course, the Sewing and Vacuum Authority and Donna McCauley. It's a free event. Go to our website if you have any questions. In fact, I can post it down there. You're welcome, Kelly. It was a lot of fun, right? It always is with them. They're awesome. But it is from 2 to 4 o'clock on the 19th. And then on February the 2nd, we have the same, again, it's Sew Steady and Westerly Design with Donna McCauley, but we're going to focus on Bernina Quilting, I think, Made Easy. Don't quote me on the title of that one. But we're going to be doing tons of these virtual events. Of course, given the pandemic and everything, it's bittersweet because it's really convenient for people to be able to join us on the events and still feel safe at home. And it's always nice when it's free too, right? So, but we're happy to be doing this. So again, every Tuesday at 2-ish, unless we're doing a special virtual event, we'll be here. This is the Westport Road store. If you haven't been here, please come see us. 10494 Westport Road. Of course, we still have our Clarksville store, which you hear me mention, where we do have other fabrics, and just basically it's the same company, but we do have a few different things. So wherever you'd like to come see us, we just hope that you do. So thanks again for all your time and for joining us. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. And we've got tons of more fabric coming, you guys. So thanks again. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Or actually, don't wait till next week. Come see me soon. And here's our color wall before I say goodbye. So we've got a lot coming and a lot more, so I'm excited. So, all right, thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.